We wanted to put together a single girl's guide to living alone because that's such a potentially magical, potentially fraught period in the life of a young woman.
We just thought it would be fun to do a guide for the fun stuff living on your own, because it doesn't have to be difficult, it doesn't have to be scary, you don't have to be lonely.
It's really targeting that mid-20s to mid-30s young professional who's, trying to get the perfect couch, perfect career, perfect dishes, entertain with style.
Women increasingly have this sort of protracted period of working on their careers and making family out of friends and really running a household of their own, and we wanted to sort of celebrate that.
I was really scared about it at first, but then I absolutely loved it and I wouldn't go back, and this is my 3rd year living alone.
I think the perception that single women are reluctant to get their own place is changing. A lot of my friends, once they hit their mid-20s, the ones who aren't married already, have said things like, I don't have the guy, but that doesn't mean I can't have the life I want.
Hot live alone career lady gets text from handsome boyfriend. It's funny.
My favorite things about living alone are I don't have to do the dishes immediately. I can make noise whenever I want, and that's pretty, and I can walk around naked.
In 2007, we found out that single girls were snapping up houses at twice the rate that single men were, accounting for 1 out of every 5 homes sold.
I think sometimes you kind of miss having someone to just like chat with, but I just end up calling people. That sounds sad. Can we fix that?
So we have a lot of fun with that, but there's also a lot of useful information too about how to sort of, sustain yourself without going to the, frozen dinners for one all the time.
One of the issues that I think women have when they live on their own is, what on earth do you eat? No one can be bothered to cook a meal, and go through doing a fancy salad with nice grilled shrimps if you're living on your own.
We have Katie Lee Joel, who's written a number of great cookbooks and pieces on how to entertain and shop and cook. Some really, wise, easy stuff from her about how you can stock a refrigerator. It's not as hard to keep yourself alive, stylishly and run a kitchen as you might think.
A lot of just easy things that you can make after a long day at work that don't take much time, and you can have some staples in your pantry and your refrigerator and freezer and always be able to throw together a quick meal.
Katie has a cookbook which has just come out, and I was reading it and I thought her voice is very lively and fun, and it's really more like a friend telling you how to make food.
If you're going to buy one kind of pasta, make it spaghetti. You can make Thai noodles with this, with some peanut butter, soy sauce, again with the broth, and some frozen vegetables.
So we asked her to come up with the solutions for girls living on their own, and they're really fun, they're really good, and they're really quick and cheap.
My entertaining philosophy is a lot like my fashion philosophy. I call it the 3 C's: casual, classic, and a touch of couture. Just keep it easy and effortless.
I was so stressed out about buying a place that there's no budget for decorating. Forget it. I'm going to use all the old crap that I have pieced together from renting.
I think just plan well, kind of figure out exactly what you want, go through magazines, pull pictures, see what you like, and then come up with a plan.
I think what's great about Kashani is she says, look, we understand you haven't got $200,000 to spend on furniture. Don't worry about buying a fancy bookcase, but get rid of those standard fixtures that are in all apartments when you move in and get a fantastic chandelier.
eBay and Craigslist, I swear to God, that's where I buy, even my clients who aren't on a budget, that's where I buy 50% of my stuff.
It's really ways of using the money that you've got to create individuality with a few items that really say a lot about you.
If there's some common thread between, let's say you have a paisley and a stripe, one color in there that ties them both together, you're good. Because it doesn't have to match. As you can see, in my apartment, I don't believe in matchy-matchy. It's a little boring. If it's a color or a certain vibe, then they totally work, and don't be scared.
You kind of have these life stages where you start out with a roommate and eventually you grow up or grow out of roommates and decide you want to take some time, try living on your own.
You're going to decorate, entertain, launch your career. It's like a real interlude that can happen if you take this period seriously.